everyone. Welcome back inside the film room. I'm Zach Goins, and today I'm joined by Jaime Camil, who plays the wonderful Sergeant Rivera on this season of Schmigadoon Season 2, Apple TV Plus's Emmy Award-winning musical theater comedy. Jaime, how are you? Welcome in.
Amazing, man. Thank you, Sergeant Rivera, on honoring my mother, Cheetah, of course.
Oh, amazing. Well, in season 2, we are long gone from Schmigadoon. We are out here in Chicago, 60s and 70s. So it's a whole new era of musical. We've got a whole lot of influences from Pippin, Chicago, Godspell, Hair, all of these. And I know that you have played Billy Flynn before. So I'm curious, for someone who has got that personal experience with, musicals of this era, what was your first reaction when Cinco told you that this is where we're headed?
Zach, have you watched Jane Krakowski's number?
That was my next question. I was going to ask you your thoughts on Bobby Flanagan.
Well, I'm just going to say this. Damn you, Jane Krakowski. Damn you. Because now, thanks to Jane, Billy Flynn is a joke, basically. There's where do you go from Jane Krakowski's number if you're going to play a lawyer in a 1970s musical? Where? All right.
I'm a little upset that we never got you doing any aerial acting.
I was a little upset that instead of coming up the stairs of the Ambassador Theater and saying, "Is everybody here? Is everybody ready?" I should have come down from a trapeze. Right? I know.
Lack of sparklers, no fun stuff like that. She
no. Well, I mean, Jane Krakowski does everything to perfection, and then she does it in this number, right? It's just incredible. But yeah, of course, I am more fond of this era of musicals. But I will confess, when we do the Schmigadoon press junkets and press events, I feel, because I am very ignorant. Because, I'm working with Broadway royalty, with Anne Harada, with Jane Krakowski, with Christian Chenoweth. And then I have
interviewing them. Just let me interject. Imagining the ignorance I feel.
No, but it's crazy, thank you for relating, Zach, but it's crazy because they ask them these very specific questions about original cast and this and that, and what do you think? Are you more... And because I grew up in Mexico, I did not have access to these musicals. I did not live in New York, right? So the first musical Broadway show that went to Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, maybe others went, but the one that I remember was Cabaret. That was the first Broadway-like musical that arrived to Mexico. And then Carlos Slim theatrical company brought all the big productions like The Lion King and this and Godspell and whatever. But yeah, so I'm not that well versed when it comes to tiny, not memorabilia, but
the Easter eggs, all of the different.
Exactly. But of course, I have my dear friend Mark Benani, who has the YouTube channel Broadway by Ghostlight, and he does amazing, beyond belief breakdowns of every single musical theater reference, from pulling out a red handkerchief to you name it. He gives you the LP, the record that Dove plays. It says, Men Love Aloysius Band, referring to Alan Cummings' character. Right. You have no idea. He really, really gives you every single Easter egg and every single reference. And thanks to him, I am learning about all of these incredible musical theater references.
Yeah, when I was talking with Keegan, I asked him basically the same thing you were saying. Broadway royalties around you. Is it hard for you as someone from a TV comedy background to join in on all of the banter or any sort of references? And he's like, there's still...
Yes, I haven't. Yes, yeah. I did a lot of musical theater in Mexico. I did West Side Story, Aladdin, Hook, a bunch of plays, right? But it's incredible to, sometimes Titus Burgess and Christian Chenoweth and Jane Krakowski, they start conversations about, their stories backstage of this theater and this actress and this actor, and it's just not because it's inflammatory, but it's very juicy conversation, right? Because they know so much.
They're just feeding off each other.
They've been around forever, man. They're young, of course, but they've been around forever when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to professionalism. It's incredible. They know everything there is to know about Broadway.
Well, this cast as we've mentioned, Broadway stars, you know, you've got TV stars as well. It's obviously a dream team of people coming together. And I know that from season one interviews, you've talked about the group text that you all have, the way you keep in touch. And in season one, when you're filming, a lot of the stuff was not, you weren't able to do the fun stuff you normally would as a cast, you know, coming together. So this time around, was there a lot more of like making up on what you might have missed out because of COVID regulations back in season one?
This is our name. I want to show you the name of our. Okay, there's no numbers here. This is our name of the chat.
The Schmigadoons.
That's the
Oh
name
my
of our
God.
chat. So yeah, we Schmigadoons are texts on a daily basis, basically. Well, we didn't. I mean, we did have COVID protocols in place for season two, but not as near as strict as season one. Season one got what I mean. We shot what was it, October 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. So it was very challenging. I believe we were the first NBC Universal produced show back
Right.
after the pandemic. So everybody was in high alert and everybody was super stressed about it. And it got to a point that, you know, we are rehearsing with Ariana and Cecily and Keegan. We are rehearsing the dance of Suddenly, right? And at the end, we kiss. I kiss Cecily's character, and Keegan kisses Ariana's character, right? So we are rehearsing with a mask and the shield, and Chris Gattelli
It
is
takes
like,
the romance out of it a little bit, huh?
not only that, but it's you know, when you're dancing, there's some sort of proximity, right? And it needs to be a very romantic dance. Of course, we are dancing, but the shields are hitting. So I'm hitting Cecily with a shield, and at some point we got a little too close, and the COVID authority went like, whoa. I'm like, ma'am, you do know what's gonna happen after we kiss, like we kiss. There is nothing you can do about this. Can we please rehearse without these freaking shields on? Please, it's a dance. We have to be moving, etc. And again, we're gonna kiss at the end of the scene. So if any of us have COVID, we're gonna give it to each other. And on top of that, we are the safest humans in the world because we test Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We don't do cross contamination. We have 12 people van for one actor each. Like, we are the safest humans around, and of course that was very challenging. But season two, it was way more relaxed.
Got to do a whole lot more fun stuff. But
Yeah,
I love that you're talking about season one with Cecily, with the character of Doc Lopez and Melissa together. That was a lot of your scenes with Cecily, and then this time around you're a lot more with Keegan as Josh. And one of my favorite scenes between the two of you is in the finale when, you know, you've got him tied up, you're holding him hostage essentially, and Josh has gone through the commune, so he's talking all about parables, and he tells you about we hear the tail end of the parable of Goonies, we hear the start of the parable of Air Bud. And I'm curious, knowing his background, knowing Keegan and how much sketch comedy improv he has done, I'm sure that those were not the only two that he tried out on you. Were there any other additional parables that really cracked you up?
Everything is on the book. Everything is on the page.
Really?
This is not Keegan ad-libbing. No, everything is on the page. So this comes from the brilliant mind of Cinco Paul and brilliant execution of Keegan-Michael, right? I mean, it's just incredible. But it's we were saying it yesterday. We had FYC for your consideration event at the Television Academy yesterday, and we were all inside of this beautiful theater talking about things. And every Schmigadoon agreed that doing scenes with Keegan is just impossible, Zach. It is impossible. You cannot keep a straight face. And then Keegan and I got into this thing of looking at, I believe his name is Tony Baker. He's a comedian, and he dubs animal videos on Instagram. And Keegan and I got into a thing of watching these goats cram people. They go like cram, like the guy is dubbing the goat, and when the goat hits the human, he goes like cram. Dude, I mean, I almost peed my pants of laughter. It's just, I mean, we have so much fun on set, and everybody is such a bright soul. And on top of being amazing human beings, because they are all incredibly kind and generous as actors, as humans, their level of professionalism, their level of executing their craft, everybody is at the top of their game. all the time, every single scene, every single line.
Right.
Oh man, I mean, it's just a gift to be a part of this show and get to play with these extraordinary individuals. It's just a gift.
Well, it's a gift getting to watch it from I don't even have to be a part of it, but still just seeing it, it's very evident the way you talk about the people being so talented, so on top of their game, and the way that you all interact together. It's very clear as a viewer.
100%. I'm so glad because we say that as well. If we can transmit to the audience only 10% of how much fun we have on stage, we're good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've got 2 questions left for you, two fun ones
of
here,
course.
two on the spot. So we have, in the world of live theater, not necessarily Schmigadoon, but everybody has an understudy, anything can happen on a show night. So imagining that Schmicago is a real production and you're an understudy, what role outside of Sergeant Rivera would you like to step into and play for a night? What
dude, that's such a Topher. Of course, Topher.
I would love to see that rendition.
And listen, Aaron Tveit. I mean, Aaron Tveit. When we were in New York, doing some of the press junkets for Schmigadoon a week before premiering, and Aaron was like, "I'm on Moulin. I have a week to go in Moulin Rouge," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna see you." So I went like. Me and my no friends, me alone, 1 ticket. I sat down and I watched Aaron slayed Moulin Rouge, and it was so nice to see him. And he's such a gifted performer. I mean, Tony Award winner, of course, but such a gift. But he walks on stage, and the whole theater. Have you seen him perform?
No, I haven't.
You have no idea.
With him, but I haven't gotten the pleasure to see him.
He walks on stage, and every single female species in the theater. Like just melt over Aaron, and just watching him be so freaking good. It was such a gift. He's such a gifted performer. He sings so beautifully, and so if I'm even able to fill those shoes, I will do Topher.
Amazing. Well, last question here. In Schmigadoon, we have brought Broadway to Apple TV Plus. Now let's flip the script. Outside of Schmigadoon, what Apple TV Plus show do you think would have the best potential for a Broadway adaptation? I know you have just been cast, congratulations, in season 3 of Acapulco. So is that the favorite here, or are we going elsewhere?
Acapulco could be good. Ted Lasso could be a very interesting musical. I don't know.
It's been a popular answer with your co-stars. Ted Lasso has been
Ted Lasso, right?
Yeah.
I think Ted Lasso, but Acapulco has also great potential to be an amazing musical.
Especially if they're getting you in the mix, then it's a done deal.
You see, I'm saying Acapulco because I'm securing a job. You see how we work the actors? Well, of course, Acapulco, especially season 3. Now that storyline is perfect for the stage.
Amazing. Well, Jaime, I appreciate you stopping by. It was great chatting with you. I love this season of Schmigadoon, and I'm excited to follow it throughout award season, and hopefully fingers crossed for a season 3, because it's
oh man, from your mouth to God's ears. Hopefully yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Appreciate it, Zach. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, man.